If I could vomit up every meal instead of shit, I would just cauterize my
wish
asshole.
I could put little androids inside my tummy that would like zap the shit away and transport it somewhere else. I hate shitting.
If I ever get super insanely like business rich, please dig up this conversation right now so people can hear me say that I love taking big stiff shits.
Yeah, me too.
Business rich.
If I ever get to the like millionaire status.
Are you saying you want to be humbled by this? You want to remember where you came from?
Yeah, this will drag me back down to earth when I'm a fucking asshole.
Remember your roots.
Speaking of roots, Luigi's in a fucking cage right now.
He's sucking cat hair off my fingers. I remember now. Oh, egad, like that's a wordplay, like oh my fucking god, like
yeah,
that.
like holy shit, yeah, it's like Professor Holy Shit.
Wait,
you know
I'm gonna take
a
piss again because I had a bunch of Red Bull.
Oh, okay. Wait, Zach, wait, you need to see this. Zach,
this better be good.
Here we go.
Did you just shit out Luigi number 2?
No, it gets better.
Oh, fuck off!
Luke Greeny shall live for 1,000 years. Zach actually just stormed out of the room. He's boycotting the game.
They knew exactly what they were doing there.
Yeah, they sure did.
It looks exactly like he's taking a big green shit.
Luke Greeny has Luigi's brain and soul in his body right now. He's gone amok. He's gone awry with it.
Dude, they should have put so much dynamic bones on him.
I may be a little bit early to the party on this. I've never liked shitting.
Oh.
Just
take a big yeah, this will drag me back down to earth when I'm a fucking
cage.
like that's
holy shit to see this.
Did you just this better be good.
Here we go.
Did you just
Leashed onto the world.
Only from this point on?
You can actually play well, he's gone awry with it.
Dude, they should have put so much dynamic bones on him, make him look all goopy.
Well, he wiggles around and
yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And see he like bounces.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
okay.
and if you can actually play 2-player on this game and the second player can control him.
Only from this point on?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, now Luke Greeny is loose in the building. Yeah.
I love his
Look
little
at what you
wet
unleashed
footsteps.
onto the world.
Dude, this game is just so cool.
Yeah, I thought you might like it.
I'm sorry I didn't listen till now.
Yes.
God, I hate that thing. I love, but I hate it. Is it Luigi or Lou Greeny or Lugoogie?
It's Gooigi is what he's actually called.
None of those were right. Okay.
But I don't know. I call him Luke Greeny. I made a joke on pregame discharge about him being called Lou Greeny, and I was like, that was a lie. I've lied to you. And then they like officially announced his name, and it was Gooigi, and I wasn't really that far off.
Yours was better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with myself.
Gooigi.
Wouldn't you think it? Yeah, he's like, I never meant to put you in a cage. Please don't smash my little head like a pimple.
You know what they should have called him?
This guy?
No, Gooigi.
What should they have called him?
Green Mario.
I think that's already Luigi's name, right?
Oh, yeah.
He like legally changed it. He got emancipated, legally changed his name.
So that would make Luigi Green Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Double green. They call him G2.
I want to rip his hair. I want to rip it right off his head. Do you think if you pulled up on his hair, like his brain would be connected to it?
Like a radish or something?
Yes, like a turnip.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that definitely looks like it's at very least like a doll's hair, like it's hitched into something like underneath his scalp, not really connected to his scalp, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I think was a huge wasted opportunity?
What do you think?
You know Troll dolls?
Yeah.
You know when DreamWorks made that Trolls movie?
Right.
They really missed out not using the original designs and just making it into a horrifying nightmare movie.
Yeah, like a weird self-aware, like...
Yeah, they should have done that, because it's based on the same property, right?
Yeah.
It's based on that, right?
Yeah.
I hate I mean, like, the new movie looks nice for kids. Like, kids obviously gonna enjoy it, but I just wish it was a scary nightmare movie with the original Trolls.
That'd make me so happy.
I really can't even believe that the original Troll designs got through, even in, the 80s, 90s?
They were crazy popular.
But I'm saying I can't believe that they're that popular for how fucking ugly they were.
I think weird things that just stand out get popular sometimes.
Do you remember, are Cabbage Patch Kids still a thing?
No,
I don't
not
think,
really.
I think they're too ugly. Kids,
yeah, those were fucking disgusting.
Kids don't love...
Fast on your journey from 1 to 99, the majority of your time will be spent at the Blast Furnace, a minigame in Keldegrim armor. One of the best things, or by using a hammer with those bars and turn quests. And on a brand new account, you can complete the Knight Sword quest, which boosts you from level 1 to 29 smithing. The quest is pretty fast for all types of accounts, including Iron Men, making it the best way to train your smithing level to 29. There's
Good.
also the Elemental Workshop.
Elemental Workshops, probably members, right? Yeah, it's members.
Job 1 quest. At least bonus. On your journey from 1 to 99, the Meta Keldagrim with P reward. At least starting the Giant Dwarf quest is required to enter Keldagrim, which contains the Blast Furnace. On your journey from 1 to 99, the majority of your time will be spent at the Blast Furnace, a minigame in Keldagrim which can provide the fastest or the most profitable smithing methods in the game. This guide will give a full rundown on how to use the Blast Furnace further in. There's also a quest is required to enter Keldagrim, which contains the Blast Furnace. On your journey from 1 to 99, the majority of your time will be spent at the Blast Furnace, a minigame in Keldagrim which can provide the fastest or the most profitable smithing methods in the game. This guide will give a full rundown on how to use the Blast Furnace further in. There's also a few items that are vital for smithing, and you'll see which methods there was no quest requirement to get them, but you will need 50 mining to access the Ice Queen who drops them. If you're a skiller, it's almost impossible to get ice gloves, so you'll have to use buckets of water, which I'll show further in. Next is goldsmithing gauntlets, and wearing them while smelting gold bars doubles the amount of experience you get. You get these from gloves, so you'll have to use buckets of water, which I'll show further in. It's almost impossible to get ice gloves, so you'll have to use buckets of water, which I'll show further for the profitable smithing methods, since it holds 27 pieces of coal in one inventory space. Fastest way to 99 smithing, and these methods do cost money, although they aren't overly expensive compared to other buyables. There's also some fast profitable methods that I'll show in the profitable section. So from level 1 to 29, as I mentioned, the Knight Sword quest is the fastest for all types of accounts. If you don't feel like questing, the fastest way to level up is by 193 bronze bars and level up to 15 smithing. From level 29 or 15, most players would make the best iron items until they're level 40, which isn't a bad idea, but the fastest way and a profitable way is by making iron bars at the Blast Furnace, which will also help you get a hang of the minigame. To get to the Blast Furnace, as I said, you need to start the Giant Dwarf quest, and when starting the quest,
It's another fucking... Goddamn. Oh, it gets sent straight to my bank account. It's lit. Okay, I see. This is pretty easy.
quest, after the first cutscene, you'll be able to board the boat to Keldagrim. From the moment you enter Keldagrim for the first time, you unlock the Blast Furnace minigame teleport, which gives you a teleport there every 20 minutes. You should be using the official Blast Furnace worlds when you're training smithing, so that the Blast Furnace is always active. These worlds do have a fee though, since there's workers around the place helping you out. To pay the fee, you should place coins into the coffer, and every 1 minute, 1.2k comes out of the coffer, equating to 72k coins per hour. Additionally, if you're under level 60 smithing, you're required to pay a fee to use the Blast Furnace, and that fee is an extra 2.5k every 10 minutes or 15k an hour to use it. This money doesn't come from the coffer though, so if you're under level 60, every 10 minutes you have to speak to the Blast Furnace foreman and pay him 2.5k to use it for 10 minutes. So there's 3 main points of interest when you're using the Blast Furnace: the conveyor belt, the bar dispenser, and the bank chest. The process starts with removing ores from your bank, running and placing them on the conveyor belt, then run to the bar dispenser, and by wearing ice gloves, you can take the bars straight away. However, without ice gloves, you need to refill a bucket of water from the nearby tap and use it on the bar dispenser to cool down the bars. With your bars, you run back to the bank and repeat. So smelting iron ore at the Blast Furnace requires only 15 smithing and gets over 70k smithing XP per hour while profiting 160k coins, even after the cost of using the furnace and using stamina potions. Training from level 15 to 40 will take approximately 40 minutes with this method, and from 29 to 40, so if you've done the Knight's Sword, it only takes about 25 minutes. From level 40, you unlock the fastest viable training method for smithing in the game, and that's making gold bars at the Blast Furnace. The process is slightly different to iron, since you'll be wearing goldsmithing gauntlets and having ice gloves or the bucket in your inventory. After placing the gold ores on the conveyor belt, you need to wait until you see the XP drop so that your goldsmithing gauntlets give their double experience effect. Once you see the XP drop, you can switch to the ice gloves and take your bars and repeat the process. Smithing gold here gives over 300k per hour and over 350k if you're efficient. From level 40 to 99, you need 231,000 gold ores, and after selling them back, including the cost of staminas and paying the Blast Furnace, you'll be set back around 58 mil. There is a cheaper alternative though, and it's still very fast, and that's smelting mithril and adamant plate bodies. At level 68, you unlock mithril, which can give over 180,000 smithing XP per hour, then 88 with adamant bodies are cheaper and faster, giving 250,000 per hour. So training from 40 to 68 doing gold bars, then mithril, then addy plates, it costs a total of 26 mil for 99, over half the price of simply just doing gold. The best place to make plate bodies is at the Varrock anvils. You can set up your camera in one place so that the anvil and the bank is clickable on both ends. It's slightly less click intensive compared to the Blast Furnace. However, at the fastest XP rates, 40 to 99 with gold bars only will take 35 hours, whereas doing the plate body method takes over 50 hours. So the trade-off here is time for money. Doing only gold will save you around 15 hours, but you'll spend an extra 28 mil. So the next topic of this video is profitable smithing. After completing the tourist trap, your account can smith dart tips, which is profitable for almost every type of metal bar. They're also decently AFK, with each smithing interval taking around 1 minute and 20 seconds. The XP rates aren't overly fast though, so I more recommend this method to people training smithing on alt accounts. Unlocked at level 35, you unlock another very AFK method, which is smithing cannonballs. Each AFK interval is 3 minutes. However, I really don't recommend doing cannonballs because their XP rate is ridiculously slow, and you can get 8 times the profit per hour with the Blast Furnace methods. At the Blast Furnace, there's 5 different bars that are profitable, with the highest level bars being the most profitable. Making mithril bars provides the highest XP rate, although Rune isn't that far behind. And yes, that's not a miscalculation or a mistype. Runite bars make almost 2 million GP per hour while using a coal bag. With pretty much all of these, you'll need coal, which makes the coal bag extremely useful and greatly speeds up your profit. The Blast Furnace actually takes half the amount of coal to make a bar, so that means the ratios are half of the regular. They can take a bit of getting used to, so I'm going to show a quick run for each type. Firstly, steel, instead of 1 to 2, it's 1 to 1. So this means you can start by filling your coal bag and then fill your inventory with iron ore, run to the conveyor belt, place your iron, withdraw, and then place the coal. Mithril has a ratio of 1 to 2 in the blast furnace. So
if this is your first time watching,
Good morning, everybody.
if this up a hit for smithing. This time around, there are no skilling outfits or pets, so let's begin. Although the first smithing levels can be done incredibly fast, questing is actually quicker. So let's take care of the Knight Sword and Elemental Workshop 1, which are incredibly quick and easy quests to go from 1 to 32. I also recommend having the Touristed Trap completed to be able to smith the dart tips. One thing you can do is to use 2 XP lamps this quest offers, and you can put them into smithing to get even more experience to get from 32 to 36, but like I said in the agility guide, you are much better spending the lamps on that skill. Anyway, now that questing is out of the way, we have 3 main ways to train this skill depending on how much money you are willing to spend. Either that, or if you want to make profit from doing this. The first method, and one we have to do at some point anyway, is for you to smith the highest piece of armor or weapon you can all the way to 99 if you want to stick to traditional smithing. I say traditional because this only involves metal bars, your hammer, and an anvil, but I don't recommend doing this all the way to 99. Best ways to train, since smithing is another skill which provides a huge variety when it comes to things you can make. Think of this video as a clone to the fletching and herblore guide, but this time for smithing. This time around, there are no skilling outfits or pets, so let's begin. Although the first smithing levels can be done incredibly fast, questing is actually quicker. So let's take care of the Knight Sword and Elemental Workshop 1, which are incredibly quick and easy quests to go from 1 to 32. I also recommend having the Touristed Trap completed to be able to smith the darts tips. One thing you can do is to use 2 XP lamps this quest offers, and you can put them into smithing to get even more experience to get from 32 to 36, but like I said in the agility guide, you are much better spending the lamps on that skill. Anyway, now that questing is out of the way, we have 3 main ways to train this skill depending on how much money you are willing to spend. Either that, or if you want to make profit from doing this. The first method, and one we have to do at some point anyway, is for you to smith the highest piece of armor or weapon you can all the way to 99 if you want to stick to traditional smithing. I say traditional because this only involves metal bars, your hammer, and an anvil, but I don't recommend doing this all the way to 99, but rather until level 60. At this point, you are able to use the blast furnace after completing the giant dwarf quest for a more cost-effective method. We are going to be smelting gold ore all the way to 99, which honestly is not that expensive, and you can see experience rates of up to 320k experience per hour. Keep in mind that to use this method you need a few quests and the requirements to do them. Get 60 smithing, and then take care of the family crest and the hero's quest to obtain the goldsmith gauntlets and the ice gloves respectively, which are pretty much mandatory to make this place worth your while. I will make a separate blast furnace video after this so you can know all the details next. Finally, the last way I recommend training this skill is by making money, and we will once again look at the wiki for the prices of each piece of armor and weapon. Open the browser and type smithing guide, look at all the items you can smith, and do the ones which have a positive value on the GE profit column. These are typically darts, arrow tips, and bolts, but it depends on the type of metal. That and making cannonballs out of steel bars will give you a decent profit while also giving you nice experience per hour, except for cannonballs, which honestly are super slow to make. For some additional information, making bars normally at any regular furnace will almost always make you lose money, and this is because making bars at the blast furnace requires half the coal to make a bar over at that place. But like I said before, more information about the blast furnace in the following video. This is pretty much it, but one tip I can give you is to use either the Varrock or the Pertinus anvils, which to my knowledge are the fastest ways to train traditionally. And that is how you become a master of smithing. Another skill which can be done either by making money and being patient, or burning tons of cash for incredible experience rates. Thank you very much for watching, and best of luck on your journey to 99.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today I want to have a look at the cost of 99s. More specifically, what are the cheapest 99s you can get in old school RuneScape? Now, to answer this question, we need to set a bit of a...
If this is your first time watching,
Hello Scapers, my name is Kadios and welcome to the Fox Den. This video guide will walk you through the most efficient way to train your smithing from level 1 all the way to level 99 as a free-to-play regular account, or as a free-to-play Iron Man account. Please be sure to slap the like button to turn it from gray to blue, hit the subscribe button to change it from red to gray, and also ring the bell icon so you can stay up to date whenever my new videos are posted. With that being said, let's get right into it. I'd recommend completing the Knight's Sword quest first, regardless of what your account type is, as this quest will grant you 12,725 smithing XP, which will take you from levels 1 to 29 smithing straight away. From here on out, the most efficient way to train smithing as a free-to-play regular account is to purchase various metal bars from the Grand Exchange and smith them into plate bodies. You can make bronze plate bodies at level 29, iron plate bodies at level 33, steel plate bodies at level 48, mithril plate bodies at level 68, and adamant plate bodies at level 88. On the screen now is a spreadsheet that I made to help you better visualize the amount of plate bodies needed to transition between each metal, how many bars that you'll need for each progression, the GP profit or loss of each plate body that's made, the total GP profit or loss from each progression, the XP per hour that that particular plate body yields, and also how long it'll take to advance to the next progression. For all of my numbers, I used the highest buy price on all of the bars and sold the corresponding plate body for the minimum amount to make the numbers as conservative as I could. These numbers reflect the prices as of the posting date of this video. As you can see, you'll lose around 12 million GP going from levels 29 to 88. However, once you hit level 88 and are able to smith adamant plate bodies, you start turning a profit. All in all, after reaching level 99 smithing, it'll cost you around 7.4 million coins. Do note that you're only able to buy 10,000 metal bars every 4 hours due to the Grand Exchange limits, so make sure you plan accordingly. I'd also recommend buying 5 of each metal bar and 1 of its corresponding plate body and selling them back to the Grand Exchange just so you can get the up-to-date numbers and margins to better understand the true profit or loss involved. Once you have some bars purchased, start in Varrock West Bank and withdraw a hammer, 2 energy potions if you'd like, and 25 of whatever metal bar that you'd like to use. Make sure that the hide roofs option is set to off. Click your bar and then click on the anvil just to the south of you to save a game tick when you smith the plate bodies. Click the plate body that you're going to make and your character will start banging them out. Once that's done, turn your run energy on, click the bank, deposit all your plate bodies, and rinse and repeat the process accordingly. If you have energy potions, you can keep your run on for the entire duration of your smithing training. Just make sure that you sip your potion to keep your stamina up. If you train without the energy potions, you're able to make about 620 plate bodies per hour. And with energy potions, you're able to make about 750 plate bodies per hour. Do note, if you plan on maxing out your free-to-play Iron Man regardless of the type it is, I strongly encourage you to train your crafting to level 99 first. If you train your crafting to level 99 first, you'll ultimately reach level 85 smithing from the 248,046 tiaras that you make from that grind. A card will be on screen now to my 1 to 99 crafting guide for all free-to-play account types, which I encourage you to watch before hopping into the rest of this smithing guide for the Iron Man. Moving along, for all Iron Man types, you'll be smelting iron ore to iron bars with Rings of Forging. You'll then smith those iron bars into iron plate bodies all the way to level 99 smithing. In order to make Rings of Forging, you'll need a cut ruby made by using a chisel on an uncut ruby, along with a gold bar which can be made by using gold ore on any furnace. Have the cut ruby, gold bar, and a ring mold in your inventory, and click on any furnace to make ruby rings. I also recommend training your ranged and melee skills first on creatures like ogre shamans, warriors, or body golems, as they drop many rubies that you'll need for this purpose. From levels 85 to 99 smithing, you'll need to obtain 1,834 rubies in addition to 1,834 gold bars to make all of the ruby rings that you need for the smithing grind. I recommend mining your 1,834 gold ore from the crafting guild and then smithing them all in the furnace at Edgeville. Make sure that you walk to the Edgeville furnace on the way to the furnace and run back to the bank once you've made a full inventory of ruby rings. Repeat the process until all 1,834 ruby rings are made this way. Once you have your 1,834 ruby rings, go to the Grand Exchange and withdraw your cash stack and 27 ruby rings. Talk to Murky Matt Runes in Southeast Grand Exchange and have him turn all your ruby rings into rings of forging for 250 GP each ring. You'll need 458,500 GP to turn all your ruby rings into rings of forging. Though, if you trained on ogresses prior to this, you should be in good shape financially. Bank the rings of forging and repeat the process until you have all 1,834 rings of forging made. The most efficient way to train smithing from levels 85 to 99 for all free-to-play Iron Men is still iron plate bodies. However, you'll turn your iron ore to iron bars using the Superheat item spell. The Superheat item spell can be cast with a Staff of Fire equipped and 1 nature rune per cast. I'd only recommend this progression if you don't care about training your rune crafting skill in free-to-play, or if you don't care about maxing your account in free-to-play. Before I show you how to smith with the Superheat item spell, you should use up any law runes that you have in order to telekinetic grab nature runes from the wilderness. Big note, I wouldn't recommend getting nature runes in the wilderness if you're a free-to-play hardcore Iron Man, as you could get PK'd and lose your status. But if you're a regular or ultimate free-to-play Iron Man, it's still risky, but you don't lose risking status if you do die. Equip a Staff of Air and any amount of law runes that you're willing to lose if you get PK'd, any food source you wish, and a couple of energy potions if you have them. Head to the position that was on my map to the 2 nature rune spawn area. Cast telekinetic grab on each of the 2 nature rune spawns, then hop worlds. Repeat the process until you have as many nature runes as you desire. If you do run across a PKer, try to log out as soon as you see a white dot come on your screen. If you get attacked, run south to get to level 20 wilderness and teleport out if you can. Make sure you take 1 fire rune with you for an emergency Varrock teleport. If you're able to get attacked by any creatures, do it, as it'll get the PKer off of you, perhaps with enough time for you to log out. Make your way to the 2 iron ore rocks located on my minimap. The best way to get here would be to go down the stairs in the house to the right of the Falador party room and make your way over. Make sure you have your entire nature rune stack, a hammer, and the best pickaxe you can wield in your inventory, and make sure you have a Staff of Fire equipped. Mine an iron ore, then cast the Superheat item spell on the iron ore to turn it into an iron bar. Then mine another iron ore, and then Superheat. Repeat this process until you have an entire inventory of iron bars filled up. Walk over to the anvil just to the northwest and bang out 5 iron plate bodies. Turn your run energy on, and go back to mine and Superheat another full inventory of iron bars and repeat the process. Make sure that you drop your 5 iron plate bodies on the way back to the iron ore rocks. You'll need to ultimately make and drop 51,352 iron plate bodies, which means in total you'll need to mine 256,760 iron ore, and you'll also need to have 256,760 nature runes for all of the Superheat item casts that you do during this grind from 85 to 99 smithing. Start in Falador East Bank, run south, and climb down the ladder to enter the mining guild. Note that you'll need to have level 60 mining in order to access the guild. Head over to the 4 iron ore rocks just to the east of the ladder. Mine each of the iron ore, starting with the numbers 1, 2, 3, and lastly 4. Cycle through these 4 rocks, and once your inventory is full, walk back and climb up the ladder, bank in Falador East Bank, deposit your iron ore, and repeat the process. Keep mining the iron ore until you have 256,760 iron ore banked, as this will allow you to make the 51,352 iron plate bodies that you need to go from levels 85 to...
Like ugly stuff anymore, I don't think. And in fairness, I didn't like ugly stuff really that much when I was a kid.
Well, I mean, the Cabbage Patch, were they supposed to be ugly? Because I know everybody unanimously thought they were, but I think that they were supposed to be cute, which might be why they're not around anymore.
It is kind of weird where if you find a Cabbage Patch Kid in real life with the same proportions,
You
you
wanna cut
would
his
just
head
be
off.
like, this is
Yeah.
a monster. This is a Quasimodo.
You put it down, you'd inject it with the black goo, it's in its veins.
Can you do that if your baby comes out ugly enough? Can you inject it with black goo?
Yeah, I think the Supreme Court just said you could do that a couple weeks ago.
What does Frollo say again? He says,
holy demon, I'm sending it back to hell.
He tries to drop you on a well.
yeah. And he says,
People, they hit us with blood.
That's what he says.
Deku captures all of them with Black Whip and has him tied up in front of all the teachers and students. The kids are told to leave.
fucking love Frollo.
That's what Harvey Weinstein's defense was. In court.
You can lie to yourself and your minions.
That's what the judge said. To Harvey Weinstein.
You can claim that you haven't a qualm.
But you never can run from nor hide what you've done from the eyes.
That's what?
The
What the hell? I'm still injured from the previous game. You think you're injured? This is as fast as I can walk, Rowan. Guys, I don't think we're gonna have fun this game. What kind of game leaves you injured into the next match?
This ain't no game. It's a prison.
Wait a sec, where's Ben?
Yeah, I can't move.
Holy shit, Ben, are you okay?
Yeah, mate, just having a great time. Playing Tarkov, having a great time. Fun, you know.
Well, we're in game. Shall we?
May as well see this game through.
Move out, I guess. Yeah. Sorry, Ben.
Alright, so you guys are just gonna leave me here?
Yeah, sorry, Ben. I think we're leaving you here, mate.
Well, that is outrageous. Oh, great. So you're taking Alan?
Yep.
Yeah, great. I'll stay here and just watch out for enemies and stuff.
Yeah, good man.
Trigger finger still works, so
Just stay on comms. If you see anyone, let us know.
yeah. Outrageous.
Okay, let's give this game another go.
Let's have some fun. Okay, Tarkov, here we are. Where are we? No idea.
I'll just pull up my map, hang on. No, there's no map.
Really?
There's no map.
Oh god, guys, I don't know about this. I do not get a good feeling from this game.
It must be popular for a reason, right?
Yes.
Guys, if we just get past the learning curve and figure out the mechanics, I'm sure we'll love it. Let's move out.
Wow. We are really unfair. Are we not meant to be like combat trained or something?
Oh, I'm fitter than this in real life. Woo.
Hey, you know what Wait, where are you guys?
I'll go this way, I'll get the door.
Yeah.
What the hell, Rowan? Rowan, stop! You're scaring me! Жопа! Иди сюда, ты говно! Пацаны сейчас накроют нас! Okay, it's all clear.
I've got a question. What are we actually supposed to be doing? You know? Huh. Yeah.
Well, escaping. That's it.
Escaping. From
Tarkov.
Yeah, we're escaping from Tarkov. Escaping from Tarkov. Duh, we're escaping from Tarkov, mate.
Escaping from Tarkov game.
It's in the title, mate. Escaping from Tarkov.
Yeah, okay. Couple of follow-up questions. Why? Where? How? Who are we escaping from? Where are we escaping to? Where do we go to escape? I mean, I'm so lost, guys.
Guys, where are the enemies? It's just so quiet.
Like, are we the only people on this whole map, or? Guys? Ah.
I put it out.
Even I know, from the silhouette, I know what this is.
Do you?
What is this?
Okay, I don't know.
Just completely flummoxed, no idea at all.
Figure it out.
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Forget it.
The guy that killed him still nearby. I should probably just leave it. It's a trap. It's definitely a trap. Oh, seriously?
Oh! Wait, this is us, right?
Yeah, there's 4 of us. This is us. Yep.
Okay, guys, this is getting ridiculous. Rowan, you killed 2 of us last game.
You were miles away from the team. How was I supposed to know?
Rowan, you cannot just kill the first person that you see.
If I don't shoot immediately, then the enemy shoots first, and I
Okay,
die.
guys, we need to come up with a plan, though, because Rowan, to be honest, you're more dangerous than the enemy out there. Okay, I've got an idea. How about, if we need to identify ourselves, we wiggle. Because, like, you've got lean, shielding, but do it quickly. Kind of like a wiggle?
Yeah, okay. And if they don't lean, then they must be the enemy.
Okay, let's give it a test. Okay.
Wiggle!
Oh,
Yeah, it works.
No,
Okay.
that could work.
Okay. But can we agree that when someone yells wiggle, you've got maximum 1 second to wiggle, and if you don't wiggle and they shoot you, then it's your own fault.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we can't wait forever for them to wiggle, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Alright. Let's move out.
Move out.
Okay.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wiggle! Wiggle! Wiggle, 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 wiggle!
Yeah, it's me, it's Adam. Wiggling. Sorry.
Oh, well, work. Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle! Yep. Oh. Okay. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle! Wiggle!
Yeah.
What? Wiggle! Ah! Ow! Rowan, what?
Wait, that was you, Alan?
Yes?
Why didn't you wiggle?
Because I was the one that yelled wiggle, Rowan. I initiated the wiggle command.
Yeah, so I wiggled and then I asked for you to wiggle and you didn't wiggle.
You did not ask me to wiggle. You were narrating your own wiggle.
No. I started wiggling because you asked me to wiggle, and then I turned around and saw that someone wasn't wiggling, so I asked them to wiggle, and they didn't wiggle, so I shot them.
Well,
what was I supposed to do here?
I assumed that you would assume that the person that you saw was the one yelling wiggle.
How was I supposed to know you didn't wiggle?
This, I'm out.
Oh, so this is my fault, is it? I was bullshit, I'm playing Sea of Thieves.
Alright, stepping over some grass, rotating 90 degrees, taking a few more steps here.
Okay, Alan.
Appear to be passing some rubble here.
Yeah, roger that.
Some dead grass approaching up ahead. Concrete pillars ahead of me, to the right.
Yep, sweet, whatever.
Concrete house to my left, rotating 45 degrees. Moving forward, edging forward here.
Yeah, okay, seriously, Alan, we get it. We can see you. We know you're walking around doing things. Don't need to hear every detail about every step you take.
Guys, seriously, in Tarkov, communication is absolutely key. Yeah, but you don't need to tell us what you're doing every single second. You gotta tell us who or where we are relative to one another. Communication is paramount. It's the only reason we know where we are right now.
Oh, so we need to know that you took one step from that bush to that bush to that bush. No one cares, Alan.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Fine. I will stop communicating.
Thank God.
Fine. Amazing. Yep. That's great. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how it goes, guys. Okay. Great.
Fine.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
So wait, where are you guys?
I'm by the thing. The rock thing. What thing? What do you mean? I'm by some sort of, I'm by a brick wall, I guess. Enemy! Go! I'm coming to help! Oh shit!
Alright, I am approaching three dead idiots on the ground. Approaching dead idiot teammate number 1. Shame, he should have listened. Approaching an arrogant asshole who is very aggressive and just passing self-righteous prick. Shame. Very bitch.
Okay, gentlemen, welcome to Tarkov. This is the first basically finished area of the map we have. You can see we've been working really hard on the environments, just fine-tuning the graphics.
Yeah, no one cares about graphics these days. So the first thing I want to talk about is the general overall tone and vibe of the game. Are there any updates on that?
Well, that's my field. It seems like the video game industry is leaning really heavily into making games a little bit too fun. You've got your Call of Duties, you've got your Battlefields.
Great games, very popular.
They're just leaning way too heavily into this enjoyment factor, which I just find absolutely ridiculous. We want to strip the fun right back.
But are we really committed to that?
We are 100% committed to that. In summary, we really want to make playing Tarkov feel like getting punched in the dick.
I absolutely love it. The feeling of being punched in the dick is definitely a vibe I want to keep for this whole game. So the next thing I want to talk about is the new player experience. What's it going to be like when they first enter the game, when they're looking at the inventory? Are there any updates on that?
Yes, well, I've been working on that. So we've noticed other games have very simple inventory systems. We're not going to do that, are we? Nope. So in Tarkov, new players are going to be greeted by an inventory screen that looks like a spreadsheet. There'll be tons of bullets, tons of magazines, tons of guns, a whole lot of items you have to identify. People are going to be so freaking confused. It's going to feel like they've been punched in the dick.
However, I would just like to say that yes, this is an incredibly complex game. So, we're working on a very robust tutorial.
No, we'll skip the tutorial. So the next thing is going to be how health works in this game. How healing, how being injured, how does that work? Are there any updates on that?
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever been shot? I haven't.
Never been shot.
Would you know what to do had you been shot?
No.
This is exactly how we want the player to feel in Tarkov. If you get shot, we want them to just be angry, frustrated, terrified. We want it to be a really confusing, horrible experience. There are going to be over a dozen ways to heal in Tarkov, and none of them will make any sense. Aspirin will lead to dehydration, which will lead to death. My theory is if people aren't angry from start to end in Tarkov, quite frankly, we've failed. We want it to feel like the player's been punched in the dick.
Absolutely love it.
Okay, but let me ask you a question now. Are you a soldier?
No.
No, you're not. But the players will be playing as soldiers, and I feel like soldiers would know how to heal.
So the next thing I want to talk about is the general quality of life, interacting with your fellow teammates. How does that work?
So we've noticed other video games use gamer tags to help players easily identify their teammates. But I've noticed that you don't have a name above your head.
No, I don't.
Neither do you.
Neither do you.
Oh my goodness, you don't either. So there's going to be none in Tarkov. In fact, it's going to be very difficult for players to even know who their teammates are. In fact, they're probably going to team kill them over and over. It is going to be the worst, most awful experiences of their life. It's going to feel like they've been punched in the dick.
I love it.
Okay. Sorry, I just really like to voice some concerns that I've got right now because I'm just a bit worried with the lack of gamer tags and the confusing heals and the nightmare menus and the general tone of unpleasantness that I'm just worried that we might be creating a game that's just too difficult, too intimidating, and just generally unenjoyable.
Just like real warfare.
Love it.
Love it. Lock it in.
Okay, I guess go punch myself in the dick for some research. Hi.
Yo.
I would like to buy a gun, please.
Ooh la la.
Yep. I've actually
It costs toothpaste. That's what I'm out.
Pussy ass in, bro.
Eyes of the American judicial system.
Yeah, it's true. They're everywhere.
And for the first time in his life of power and control, Harvey Weinstein felt a twinge of fear for his colossal soul.
He tried to hide his key in his ass. And he had to go real
That's
bad.
the first thing Harvey Weinstein did is hide his golden key.
Harvey Weinstein's been like showing up in like court with like a cane, trying to look like he's falling apart.
Yeah, I saw him literally today on the TV at the beautiful little gym. He was walking with one of those walkers with the tennis balls.
He's such a bastard.
I know.
Check this out.
Oh, that looks so good.
Lugrini will live for 1,000 years.
Oh god.
What's the logic on this? How is that slime sucking something?
Oh my god, that's amazing!
He's gone.
This game is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
This is fucking awesome. I fucking I've watched that video so goddamn much.
Me too. That one in specific with the Alex the Lion.
Alex the Lion.
What are you doing
What
here?
the fuck are you doing here? I'll just shoot us. It's okay.
That's illegal.
Look, the same guy who was like, I had a dream, a floater was sucking my dick.
Yeah.
The most wonderful dream I had was when a float seal sucked my dick. That was just wonderful.
Isn't she the bad guy from Madagascar?
Was that guy fucking around? Was he doing a
No,
bit?
he's real,
No,
dude.
he's as
He
real
wasn't being
as
funny.
No.
he's as serious as a heart attack.
I had a dream, a floater. He sounds like Goldmember.
He does sound like Goldman. Made of gold. I love Goldman. People say that's the shittest movie. It's my favorite.
That was the first Austin Powers I ever saw was Goldmember.
It makes me XD lol, especially when they're in prison singing that "It's a Hard Knock Life"
Some
song.
of it does age where it's not great. Like the beginning has the Britney Spears
That
part.
shit's funny.
That's Austin Powers is one of those movies that I used to think was so funny as a kid that I just wouldn't want to rewatch just because.
Austin Powers 1 and 2, I don't really enjoy that much anymore.
I rewatched the third one. It's not that bad. There are some funny stuff. It's definitely the most kind of referencey one. You can see the transition a little bit between that and like the Love Guru.
Yeah.
But anyway, like Austin Powers 3 is still, I think, a funny movie. There's still enough good stuff in there.
I haven't seen The Love Guru since it came out, but I remember liking it a lot when I first saw it.
I think I had the same experience. I think I saw it when it came out.
Yeah. Made me fucking lol.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember is the 9 to 5 at the very beginning. Working 9 to 5. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
Dolly Parton's 9 to
there's a
5.
scene where his fucking
Head.
his head is photoshopped on a little kid,
On a
and it made me
baby,
laugh
yeah.
so hard. Looks terrible.
It is sad that that movie kind of like ended his career because he did a lot of great stuff. I mean, he did Wayne's World, he did
I
Austin
don't buy
Powers.
that. I don't like when people always say like I think he just fucking stopped at that point. He could have done anything he wanted. He's so fucking rich.
I think he could have kept going. I think that the response that we bummed him out, so he stopped.
Maybe. Yeah.
Is the vibe that I got at least.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how many bad movies has Adam Sandler made?
Exactly.
He keeps going.
Yeah, but his movies always turn a huge profit, no matter how bad they are. Adam Sandler's name just makes people want to watch a movie. They're like, oh, it's Adam Sandler. I love that guy.
Even bad Adam Sandler movies, like, I'm sort of interested to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he is a guy, he does carry a lot of his own stuff. He's charming enough to, you know.
Yeah. And he goes,
I will stand by the fact that I like the movie Click.
Me too. Makes me cry.
It is sad when he goes, and he runs out of the lane.
His dad says, look at the coin. He goes, fuck off,
and he goes,
that part is actually heartbreakingly sad.
That part makes me want to cry. Henry Winkler crying makes me want to cry.
When was the last time you cried at a film?
I don't know if I've ever cried at a movie.
1917, that movie made me sad.
Really?
I
mean, yeah, there's plenty of movies that have made me sad. I don't know, like, as an adult, I don't know if I've cried at a movie.
A Letter to Zachary made me actually fucking kill myself.
Yeah, Dear Zachary.
Dear Zachary is... That didn't make me cry, but it made me real mad.
Why do I keep calling it A Letter to Zachary? I keep doing that. I love
Little
that
Zachary's
movie.
Big Letter.
Dude, the guy who made that, if you haven't seen Dear Zachary, you gotta watch it. Also, the guy who made it, he directed it and composed all of the music for it, and it's fucking wonderful.
Has that guy done anything else besides that?
Yeah. I follow him on Twitter, but all he ever really talks about is that movie. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, it's a must-watch.
Yeah, it's also really fucking infuriating. Just watch it if you want to be in a bad mood, I guess.
And also, don't watch it. Don't look into it. Just watch it. Don't look into anything about it. Don't read the synopsis. Don't watch the trailer.
Have you seen Don't Fuck with Cats? That was awesome.
No, everybody's been telling me to watch that.
That was really good. It's really messed up. If you know, like, all these old kind of gore films that you've seen online.
Isn't it about the one guy when ice pick video guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the story behind that guy.
I was watching it with my parents when I was in Ireland, and then it showed a clip from One Guy One Ice Pick, and I was like, I've seen that, and my mom was like, what? And I was just like, I mean, yeah, I saw that. She was like, why did you see that? And I was like, it was a popular thing in 2012. Everyone saw it, Mom. She's like, I didn't. Well, like, what? And yeah, that got awkward.
That video was watched under her roof.
Yeah,
probably. I remember seeing it at the time, and being like, that's fucked up.
It is one of the worst videos ever fucking made.
Oh man, in 1917, at the start of the movie, when they're walking through no man's land, and you just see like all the bloated, rotting corpses and shit.
Yeah, he falls through one and puts his hand into it.
Scary. It looks so real. I think it was a good movie, but it's one of those movies where I don't think I'll ever need to watch it again.
It's like Forrest Gump, where you're probably not gonna want to rewatch it.
No, wrong. Forrest Gump, I've seen 50,000 times.
I don't like watching Forrest Gump or Schindler's List. They make me sad.
Wait, you classify those two movies together?
Forrest Gump's not that sad. It's more fun than sad.
No,
it has the sad moment.
That bums me out. No, the whole end, but the note you leave on is like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I like that kind of stuff.
I think Forrest Gump's a really good movie, but every time I watch it, I'm like, ugh.
I remember people.
It's like Castaway. It's like every time I watch that movie, I feel sad at the end of it. I don't want to watch it.
Is it just Tom Hanks makes you sad?
Yeah.
You don't think Castaway is a sad movie at the end of it? It's a good movie.
Castaway made me cry the first time I saw it. I like that movie.
That's what I mean, but I don't want to watch movies to cry. Usually I want to watch movies to laugh.
I only cry really the first time I watch a movie, though, so after that I know what's coming and I'm ready for it. I'm fine.
But like, even like Schindler's List, any of those movies I watch, I'm like, oh, my tummy hurts.
Did you know that Oscar Schindler was actually kind of a POS?
Really?
No. I'm just being an asshole.
He was born in like 1870. He could have been an evil little thing.
1870?
I mean, he was like a 50, like, you know, probably like 1890.
They got Liam Neeson to play him because Liam Neeson's a big, tall, likable bastard.
Yeah.
But in actuality, he was a big, fat, ugly Orson Welles type of guy.
And he was only 5'2".
Just kidding. I don't know why I'm just being mean to Oscar Schindler. There's no real point.
Did you ever see that last interview, the last appearance of Orson Welles on that talk show where he's doing like card tricks? And he's like,
doesn't he get mad?
He's like, now hold on a minute, which card do you think I have? And the host just like walks off. He's not even like participating. Orson Welles is really interesting.
Isn't there a video? Isn't there a thing of him getting mad at somebody?
What do you mean?
No, I'm thinking of something else. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a guy who was doing like a radio interview and starts berating the.
Are you thinking of William Shatner?
Oh, that might be it. Why am I thinking of him for?
I don't know. You were talking about the thing where he's like the guy. He's doing like a book reading and he's like does the intro and the guy's like, do it this way. He's like, no. You tell me how you want me to do it. And I'll do it exactly.
Yeah,
how
it's so awkward.
He's like, no. You say it and I'll do it exactly.
The
how
guy's
you
like,
want.
you know what? Never mind. He's like, no.
He's like, no. You're
the expert. Yeah. It's so fucking weird. I don't know why I got those two guys mixed up. Sometimes my brain don't work so good.
Speaking of Orders of Worlds, there's also I saw a thing of Alfred Hitchcock in like 1979, and he's like there's some award show.
Yeah.
And it's like James Stewart and all these guys are like making jokes at him, and then it cuts to Alfred Hitchcock, and he's so fucking old. People are making jokes at him, and it cuts back to him, and he's expressionless, and his mouth is open, and you can see his teeth rotting, and he looks like a corpse. But it's like Jimmy Stewart's like, oh, this guy is he's a real mean guy to actors, and people are laughing, and it cuts back to him, and he looks dead. It's really scary.
Dude, Alfred Hitchcock had the most bloated, fat, rancid body.
But he was a genius if you hear him. See, his interviews are really good. He's a really good.
Okay, Zach, you're saying he's a genius, except he didn't know how to put a fork down. That sounds pretty stupid.
He also didn't know how to put a man on the moon.
Yeah.
You forget about that.
He
made some movies, sure.
He knew how to point a fucking camera. Good for him.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
You're thinking of
Stanley Kubrick.
You're thinking of Kubrick with the moon landing.
Yeah.
He did do that. The moon is fake. Also, have you seen these videos trying to prove that like space is fake, where people like zoom in on people's like feet?
What? Wait, I think you're thinking of two different types of videos here.
No. There's these videos where I think it's the Canadian space station. They really focus on these ones for some reason, where they're like,
oh yeah, well Canadians can't make it to the moon. They're lying, but we made it.
What I truthfully don't understand about that one, because at least with the 9/11 stuff, it's like, okay, we knocked our own buildings down to get into another country. But with the space one, it doesn't make any sense to me, because wouldn't other countries expose the fact that we're like, what does that do? What good does that do?
I don't know.
Pretending to go to the moon?
Yeah, what does that give us?
I mean, it kicks open the door for everyone else to pretend they also went to the moon.
Maybe we should get off this anyway.
Get off this. We're gonna have crazies at our fucking conference.
Yeah. Wow, Lyle, you got the big purple.
Yeah, I'm getting these card-themed keys. And then the glasses, they come to life.
Wait, WTF? Oh!
He's stealing Ray-Bans. Get him! Kill him!
Those are the dumbest glasses.
Are they?
No. I've seen dumber.
Oh, that's fair. There's some real dumb ones out there.
I've seen
glasses. You know who you are, wearing dumb glasses. Come on. Get with the picture. Yeah.
Points to audience, looks at big fat idiot with square glasses.
Literally smirks.
My fucking side mouth curls up like a sideways J.
I raise one eyebrow also.
Okay, Lyle.
Yeah, what up?
Are you editing this?
Yeah.
Okay, in the bottom right corner, I want you to put an emoji. Well, like, not an emoji, like the 2 dots and a capital I, right? Blank face, right?
Alright.
Now I want you to use your editing skills to show facial expressions in response to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, Lyle. Lyle, your hair
is
unkempt
because
you
are
not
a
hairdresser.
And
what are we doing? Dude, wait, when did it turn into this word game? I thought we were focusing on the emoji in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay. My range of emotions is fluctuating based on what you say.
Okay, one more. Lyle, you're
a friggin'
Dorkwinkle.
And guess what else?
You remind me of this picture.
And that's the final thought on that. And if you...
So I have to put in a picture of what you think.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I'm up to the challenge.
Have you guys ever heard of Power Up Comics?
No.
No. Wait, what?
They're the most hysterically funny shit comics I've ever read in my life.
What is it?
Are you powerful after reading them?
No, they're comics from like 2007, so they're all about like the PS2, the Xbox 360, the Wii.
I want to read that shit.
It makes me laugh so fucking hard because they're so bad.
Yeah, I don't think.
Wait, is it just like Control-Delete level shit?
It's worse, but it kind of loops back around into being hysterically funny. Like I was reading them like on the plane because I saved a bunch of them to my phone, and I was like finding it hard to laugh out loud. Like so you got these two main characters. One of them's called Shadow, and the other one's called like Chug. So it's like, and they're both like folding their arms, doing like the DreamWorks like smiling face. And then there's this straw man character called Dorkwinkle, and he's just this like ugly nerd. And then like he uses the same punchlines over and over and over, where like he'll be sitting there playing a game, smiling, and then Dorkwinkle will be like, do you want to try out the Nintendo Wii? And he'll just like shoot him in the face at the end of every comic.
Wait, he'll kill him because he wants to try the Nintendo Wii?
He's like, I'm playing Halo 3, what do you want?
Well, how about you play Mario Galaxy on the Wii?
It just shows him getting shot. He uses that same punchline like 20 times.
Have you ever seen that? What is it, like the Jolly Ranchers comic?
Where a guy gets shot in the face?
No, wait, I need to. No, it's like the life. No, it's Lifesavers.
That's awesome. I just got a 15K.
It's like so shitty and it's ruined. This is on the back of a package.
What is that?
That's
that
good.
sucks.
So I'm gonna hold on to one of those.
That is the funniest comic ever made. Put that up. That is the funniest thing ever made.
I have a headache. This weather stinks.
That's 507 September 18043.
But so there's this power-up comic where it starts off with a PS2 character, it's like looking badass into the camera with his arms folded. First panel he says beep boop. Second panel he says I am a cupcake. Then it cuts to the one of the guys, Chug, says, well, that was random. That's the punchline.
Is Chug like the cool guy?
They're both cool. They both look the same. One has black hair, one has blonde hair. They both look exactly the same. And he never redraws a single thing. He uses the same like graphics of them.
Is he still doing stuff? Is he still making stuff?
I have no idea.
Now, so the creator of the comic is sort of like making the Chug and Wumbleton, whatever. What's the guy's name?
Shadow.
Wumbleton?
Dorkwinkle.
Yeah, Dorkwinkle. Yeah. So. Shadow and Chug are like him, basically.
Yeah, I think so.
They're two sides of his epic personality.
They make me laugh so fucking hard. Oh wow! I'm just gonna say it. That's a clear ripoff of the anger character from Disney Pixar's Up.
Yeah.
I mean, Inside Out.
No, it is an Up too. That guy makes an appearance. He runs out of the old man's mouth. It's like an Easter egg. The old man coughs up.
Coughs up. Yeah, they always put like a little reference to the next film, so you can
I would love to see that old character spit that little red guy out of his mouth.
And the thing falls and the guy runs away, but then nobody ever mentions it.
He coughs into a handkerchief, and there's a little like splatter of blood.
There's a bunch of little angers inside. Yeah. I freaking hate Inside Out. I think it's my least favorite Pixar movie.
Well, Lyle's in it though. Lyle's the dad in that.
I am. That's true.
You're right.
I was in a band.
The only thing that I connected with was that fucking stupid little imaginary character dying and going to hell.
Because you're a ridiculous character, and one day you too will die and go to hell.
I was just surprised that they did that. I thought they would save that character and make him like merchandise.
I like that the whole thing about that movie is that her little brain islands are gonna crumble, and then she'll just turn into like a husk of a woman.
If her emotions don't sit. What were they even going to get? Oh yeah, like one of them like killed all the other ones, didn't she?
Something like that.
She like flushed her out the airlock.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, she killed Sadness.
Yeah.
Idiot didn't realize you need Sadness to be a human being.
It's not
Does Sadness die forever? I forget.
Sadness does fuck. She falls into a blender.
She gets turned into blue goop.
I hate Sadness so hard. I hate her face. I hate her little dumb demeanor.
You say you love her.
And I hate Joy just as much. I hate
a Disney Pixar emotions as characters guy, right?
I like Disgust.
Yeah.
Because she would be disgusted at the sight of me.
Yeah.
And I like that in a woman.
That's kind of hot, you're right.
Well, who else? Oh, there was that, Weevil. What was his name?
Weevil? I don't think Weevil's an emotion, dude.
There's Weevil Knievel. He's like the...
he's the edgy, scared one.
Yeah.
Weevil.
Weevil Knievel does a backflip and dies.
Yeah. And then she can't feel Weevil Knievel anymore.
I freaking love that guy.
Yeah. Now he's
So is he dead?
I mean, he's a ghost, so yeah.
But is he like, is his consciousness forever gone?
Is his ghost dead?
Yeah.
I like to think that Luigi is helping these folks pass on, probably to hell. They were probably bad people, but...
Well, Luigi was taking a nap while this other guy...
Did anyone else get a shiver down their spine looking at the fabric on his clothes? It looks so real.
Every fucking hair on my arm just stood straight up for saying
all
that.
of my fucking hair has turned into like a sick-shape curling inward.
What are these little bolts you're connecting for?
They're the buttons for the elevator.
Oh, see, I knew that.
Zach.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
She brings you up to her hotel room.
Yeah.
You're sitting down and having a few laughs.
Yeah.
She says, "Can I masturbate in front of you?"
Yeah.
Would you really say that?
Yeah, why not?
Just opening my bag of sand. One sec. Yes.
Chris is literally eating a bag of sand right
He's
now.
on an Irish diet. That's what you get. The sand in your hair, the wind in your mouth.
Ireland fact. Did you know that sand is just mud without the water in it? Aw, Dolphin is happy.
Is that one called Dolphin, that thing?
Dolfino, because he's from Delfino's Plaza.
Is that true?
Are you lying to us?
No.
That's
There's
all-
a small sign obstructing my path. There's no way I can get in there.
Chris, would you ever have doors
to
that
know
big
that
on your
people have
house?
drop
Like your
charges in
ideal
there.
house?
I mean, I wouldn't ask for it, but if I bought a house and it was like that,
It
I'd
had
be
that?
fine with it.
I'm trying to think of how too big of a door is. Like what's the height limit for
I think
a door?
60,000 feet is a little too big.
Yeah,
I
it
think
makes you feel
60,
like
yeah,
a,
70,000, 80,000 feet.
anything that makes you feel like a Lilliputian in your own home shouldn't be
Yeah.
allowed.
I watched a video talking about architecture. It cuts away to an old British guy and he says, "These buildings are meant to make you feel like ants living in a big ant colony." No, he doesn't say that at all. But
And
that's
then-
the idea.
And then he carries a leaf on his back. That is the scariest freaking thing I've ever seen.
Why are you mad at it?
Oh, you can play pool. You can play
Come
billiards.
on, Lyle, get the... Don't fuck...
This is how you win at pool. Why don't all the professional pool players simply do this?
They're technically not touching the ball.
You would get knocked. You know, I'd love to see somebody go in dressed like this and do like a biker. You'd get knocked out so fast. you get your fucking head against concrete in 2 seconds. Oh, you actually did get something from that.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck, my nigga,
I got a
bro?
fucking
What the fuck?
comically
I have
large
not
pearl.
idea,
Am I
no
insane, or
fucking
am I the
idea
only
what
one
the
that
fuck is
whenever I
running
see
after
pool
my
table,
nigga,
I
bro?
still think of that stupid
What
Drake
the
and Josh
fuck is this
episode
game on, bro?
where Josh like learns
Look
to
the
play
fucking
pool.
imp, bro.
And he's really good at it because he uses like math. Did you ever see that episode?
No, he uses wait. What? He uses math to play
He's
pool.
like, yeah, but the thing I always remember.
Trigonometry!
Yeah, no, he literally keeps going, billiards! He refuses to call it pool, he keeps calling it billiards, and he keeps screaming billiards. So every time I see a pool table, that sticks in my head.
You know, Drake got mad that Josh didn't invite him to his IRL wedding. He went on Twitter and he was like, "Yeah, well, I didn't get an invite." And then he put Josh on blast, and then Josh pretty much was just like, "You want to come to the wedding?" He's like, "Yes, I do." And then there's like a forced picture where it's like, brothers reunited.
Oh man,
that's embarrassing.
Kind
it
of
seems.
cool,
I mean, I don't want to tell tales out of school or anything like that, but it seems to me like Josh is the one who sort of got his life together. He lost 700 pounds. He's got a perfect jawline now.
Yeah, he
like
was in
surfs
that,
around.
He was in that movie where Russia comes back, right?
No, North Korea.
North Korea.
They remade it and made it even less plausible. It's like North Koreans dropping through L.A.
Yeah, but he's skinny in it, right?
He's got a six-pack and he's got a BBC or something like that.
He became a Vine star.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for him. You know what?
Is
Good
that
for him. I'm not
good
gonna...
for him?
Is that moving up
Yeah,
from a
good for him.
Nickelodeon?
Hey, he reinvented himself.
Vine!
He reinvented himself. That's like the start of the Nostalgia Critic rant. Good for him.
A bad credit card!
How often do you think he goes into like a McDonald's and somebody runs up to him and screams that in his ear?
And he goes,
Do you think he would be like, or like he seems like the kind of guy that would be happy to like
I think he would bounce up. I
re-recite
think
his
he'd bounce
own-
up and down and giggle and spit and clap if someone did that to him.
Have we talked about Linkara's response to a bad credit card?
No.
No? Is that real?
There's a Linkara video where he's like, "Today we're gonna talk about Batman, blah blah blah," and then like it goes, he goes, "Who's that?" And it's like,
someone hacked his TV.
It's Doug, and he's like, "Linkara, we have to do this bit now. We just have to do it." And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck
What
out
the
of here?
fucking Christ are you
I'm gonna
mumbling on
fucking
about?"
shoot
And then
you
he's just
really-
like, "Well, we have to do the bad credit card bit." And then Linkara's just like, "What is so implausible about a bad credit card?" And then it's like a big rant in itself. It's like, a man who has a cave, a house, and you think a bad credit card is implausible? And then Doug is just like,
He goes, all right.
"Oh my God, you're right." And he's like, "Doug, get in your corner." And then Doug gets in the corner. It's really
Wow.
sad. Yeah. So he put Doug in his place.
You know what? Somebody needed to. But that also came out like 12 years after the original Bad Credit Card thing, didn't it? It's like way too late.
Imagine you graciously host a man on your blip.tv account.
I missed that website.
And he fucking spits in your mouth like that.
Guys, can we talk about blip.tv?
Can we talk about their $400 CPM?
It was fucking awesome. There was a website called blip.tv. They were like, fuck YouTube. Creators, just put our videos on your websites and we will embed it and we will give you the best CPM ever. And then fucking Maker bought it and just destroyed it. And we will give you the best CPM ever. And then fucking Maker bought it and just destroyed it.
Is that what happened to it?
Dude, the CPM on that was crazy. I remember I used to put my shitty little cartoons in like 2010 or 11, and I would still make like $100, and I got like 1,000. It was crazy.
I made an extra like $2,000 a month with it, and then they bought it and ruined it. And
Without any views, by the way. We were not getting crazy views.
Yeah, it's not all Maker's fault, but they were the ones who bought it and just put the final nail in the coffin.
I see what happened is that they were purposely giving people too much money so everybody would use it, so that they could get a bigger share of the market, and then they would just lessen the CPM later. Is what I assume was going on.
But it was fucking magical for like 2 years for me.
Doug Walker must have made like a lot of gold.
He must have been so fucking pissed when they got rid of that.
I'm sure.
Because then he has to upload to YouTube, and then YouTube like demonetizes all of his videos.
Yeah, then he had to like remake. Remember that time where he's like, I can't put any movie clips on my thing, so he started like recreating Jurassic Park and shit.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's not. Yeah, that's something where it's just like it's not his fault, and he was trying his best to make good of a bad situation.
That's the show he always wanted to make, though, wasn't it? Remember?
Demo reel.
Remember he killed the Nostalgia Critic. He was like, he had a conversation with the Nostalgia Critic's ghost, and he was like, "There's a reason I put you in the ground." And the Nostalgia Critic's ghost is like, "You can't kill me because what about Boyhood or something?"
Boyhood.
Yeah, some fucking like movie that he was like, "This is the movie that brought you back."
So he's saying this movie is so bad that he comes back from the grave to shit on it.
Bad.
Oh, it's fucking bad.
Yeah. He's eating a fucking baguette.
That's actually sweet.
Dude, I made a very similar 3D model to that baguette one time.
Really?
I thought you said you were gonna say to the dog.
No.
Nintendo stole my dog idea.
I made a chicken fillet roll. You guys ever had a chicken fillet roll?
Are you saying that wrong, or is the answer no?
No, it's an Irish thing.
A chicken fillet roll? What is in that?
It's like one of those baguettes with like breaded chicken in it, and then mayo, and then ketchup and cheese.
Oh, it's like a hoagie almost.
Yeah, but it's way better.
Interesting.
And if you go to Ireland, they're only €2 for a big fucking baguette with a ton of chicken in it.
How many calories is in that though?
Like 500.
Really? Only 500? I would eat that. I need a 500 calories.
Like that baguette there looks like 700 calories
That'd be
alone.
like 2,000 calories with that.
Like 50,000,
with chicken inside that mayonnaise, that would be like 50,000 calories. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, is this what a typical Irish dinner looks like with one?
Nah.
Ghost galore.
Yeah, ghost tugging on it.
They're eating stinky green liquid.
Here they come. I'm gonna beat my ass with pastries and such.
Oh, look at that.
What
it's
is
delicious. Be careful,
Don't worry. I know this is all worrisome, but
I'm gonna cry.
I'm actually gonna start. My mascara's gonna start running down my face.
Are you a yogurt or a yogurt kind of guy?
How do I say it, or how do I like it?
Do you guys ever get fucking grossed out when you see those videos of like YouTubers like jumping into like a pool full of Jello? Because my immediate thought is like, and I'm not being funny right now.
It goes up their ass.
Goes up their ass and their dick hole.
Doesn't go up their dick hole
Why
that
not?
much.
What if they get a boner and they
I can
jump
barely
into it?
shove a fucking cotton bud up my dick hole.
I do have like an irrational fear of like, what if I'm using the stove naked or something and it cauterizes my dick hole shut? Does anyone else have that, or is that just me?
That's common.
Yeah, that's like I think that's right below like fear of height.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of commonality.
Well, I mean, everyone has that thing, right? I think we can all agree. Everyone has that thing where if you're sitting and your balls are uncomfortable, you're like, oh god, they twisted.
I'm worried I'm gonna sit on one. It's gonna pop like a grape or something.
Damn, look at that smoke. Please use your little fucking snot.
My mighty green friend. Yeah.
You're gonna die from asphyxiation there. Oh, cool. Look at this guy.
This looks like a Jimmy Neutron character.
It really does. His head is fucking.
That's not Luigi's fault. That's your fault.
That's Jimmy Neutron post brain blast.
Yeah, this guy's a
He went,
shitty.
I've learned too much about the state of the universe. I can't handle it anymore. And he blew his brain out. And then he came back to life and became a chef.
And then he had a big big pan there.
The fucking smart life doesn't suit Jimmy.
Yeah.
No.
He gave it all up, but he still gets royalties on some of the garbage, bonkers bullshit that he invented. So he's just allowed to cook. He's allowed.
You're sucking that guy so good.
Do you think a show like Jimmy Neutron can even exist now? Like,
What about a smart child?
No, because of how ugly the designs are. Like, Jimmy Neutron's got eye sockets and shit. I don't think they even design characters like that anymore.
Eye socket? Does he?
Jimmy Neutron has eyes, like visible eye sockets where his eyes are embedded inside of.
Yeah.
He's got like wrinkles around his mouth. It's fucking creepy, man. I hated All Real Monsters because it was ugly, but I was like young. I was like young.
You know
I
what?
refused to watch it. But you know what though?
It was one character I hated was the guy holding his eyes.
I hated that guy, but I think also it was more the color palette.
It's really desaturated.
Yeah, it was desaturated. It was like blue and like cold looking. I think it was the color palette more than the designs.
Maybe you're
Because
right.
I had the same problem with Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't want to watch. I never watched.
I liked claymation stuff as a kid because I thought it was ugly.
I liked it because it creeped me out.
Yeah, I kind of always associated it with those like shitty stop motion like the Rudolph things, and I
love
always
that.
associated that with like getting sick at Christmas.
Dude, I always thought there's a part, I think it's in Rudolph, I think it is, where they teach that guy in the woods to walk again. And it's that they'll put one foot in front of the other song, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Put one foot in front of the other. But he does like a baby walk, and I thought it was the funniest fucking thing of all time, because he walked like Tommy Pickles, that old creepy wizard.